Should the Detroit Lions consider drafting a running back in the first round? Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome to Detroit Lions Syndicate. If this is your first time here, we talk all things about the Detroit Lions, and we try to make videos almost every day, so consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Just before a quick little thing before we get started, I'm going to be in and out with the channel because I am working on some new graphics and some new scenes. I've got other channels I'm running as well, so I'm going to produce over here as much as possible. I will get back to the everyday content as soon as I get down on a better schedule. So just bear with me. Got a lot of things going on, trying to build something special. So I would appreciate that. Also, Syndicate Sports Detroit hit 2,000 subscribers, and that was all thanks to you. I want to thank my team, and we didn't have to hang off of a former player to get there. So shout out to you guys. The Detroit Lions have 2 first-round picks, number 6 and number 18. And while the defense is terrible and will definitely need improving, there has been a lot of talk about the Detroit Lions drafting the best running back in the draft and the number 1 running back to come off the board, Bijan Robinson. Now, initially, I was not very high on taking anybody on offense in the first round, but then I got to thinking, would I be upset if the Detroit Lions drafted Mr. Robinson with the 18th pick in the first round? And the short answer is no. There are a lot of people that believe that he is the best running back in the draft, and they want the Detroit Lions to take him. Now that Jared Goff is going to be around we're not going to take a quarterback, so Jared Goff is going to be around. And he's getting a lot of comparisons to Saquon Barkley, who was taken number 2 overall 5 years ago. Now, I will tell you what my explanation as to why I wouldn't totally be upset if this took place. And you guys saw how I reacted with Jameson Williams, and our defense didn't improve that much during the season. The first half of the season, we were historically bad. The second half of the season, we played well, but the damage had already been done, and it was hard. I think we finished 29th when it came to overall defense in 2022. But here's why I would not be upset if this was to happen. First of all, I officially trust Brad Holmes that either in free agency and or the draft, he's going to make the right moves to get this defense better, because we need this thing to be right. The defense has to be fixed. He knows that. We know that. I trust that he's going to take care of it. The second thing is this. Jamal Williams is not under contract with the Detroit Lions anymore, so take him off the board. We're hoping to re-sign him. But also, I think the catalyst and the main thing is that DeAndre Swift is a second-round pick entering the last year of his contract. You might be like, well, how? That's preposterous. The Detroit Lions are not going to take a running back in the first round, and they might not. But when it comes to potentially the best running back, the highest graded running back in the 2023 draft, you have to ask yourself this one question. Would you re-sign DeAndre Swift after 2023? Right now, the answer is no. Now, if you decided not to do that, then you could draft Robinson. He would be on your team for 5 years. After 2023, you could let DeAndre Swift walk. Could you imagine Jamal Williams, DeAndre Swift, and Bijan Robinson, the 3-headed tandem that would be on this team? So we would do it in preparation of DeAndre Swift no longer being on the team. This kid has really grown on me. The more I research him, the more I look into it, and the more I think about the setup potential for the future after potentially what would be the end of DeAndre Swift's time with the Detroit Lions. Because let's be honest, DeAndre Swift, when you think of him, you think of the word potential. He's a good kid. He can be something special. We see that. We know that. We've seen it in Hard Knocks. But when you think of him, you think of potential. You think of quite injured a lot. Now, he did play through injury in 2022, but he can't stay on the field. And I think when it comes to a running back, we have not had a workhorse in a long time, and it might be time to consider, and I'm even saying that with the way that our defense is, it might be time to consider taking a running back. So this kid and the opinion of taking him in the first round is really starting to grow on me. I do think the Detroit Lions take defense with that first pick, number 6. And I think that we could see I'm not going to say that they won't. There's no way that they take a running back. I don't think they take a quarterback, but I could see them taking the highest graded running back in the draft. Both in 2021 and 2022, Bijan eclipsed 1,000 yards rushing. He had 11 touchdowns in 2021 and 18 in 2022. 2022. The thing that really stands out to me is in his 3-year career, he has not fumbled the ball one time. So that is outstanding. He would be your workhorse running back. According to NFLDraftBuzz.com, Bijan, his overall rating is 90 out of 100. Rushing 100%, breaking tackles 97, receiving hands 79%, pass blocking 61, and run blocking 75. Scouting report summary. Bijan Robinson is an impressive athlete with ideal size and power for a traditional workhorse back. He produced wherever he has played and looks like the kind of player who 20 years ago could be viewed as a likely number 1 overall pick. Given the current lack of demands for running backs in the NFL, especially as high selections, it's unlikely he'll be a top 10 selection, but he's not likely going to last past the 20th pick in the 2023 NFL draft. Now, I understand your concern because it is mine as well. The defense is a problem. And I look back at the fact that in the first round, we could possibly be taking a cornerback. You know what's ironic about that is that 3 years ago, we took a cornerback in the first round. The thing about Bijan is how special do you think he is? The last running back that I remember to go as high as they did was Saquon Barkley. He went number 2 overall. So the question that I have for you is, with DeAndre Swift coming up on his last year and the fact that he just can't remain healthy, how would you feel if the Detroit Lions did indeed take Bijan Robinson, number 18 overall? Now, he could go before that, but I agree as well. He's not going to make it past number 20. We've seen things happen before, and if the Detroit Lions can do something about the defense and free agency and they take defense with that first pick, I would be okay with them taking Bijan Robinson. My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. Again, if I am missing videos, it's because I've got so much stuff going on, but I don't want to neglect this channel. I want to keep the videos coming. It's a slow time as well. So as the NFL playoffs are still going on, so there's not too much happening because the league year is still in place. In February and March, we've got the Combine and the Senior Bowl, stuff like that. Things and free agency, so things will pick up. And again, thank you for helping Syndicate Sports Detroit reach 2,000 subscribers. We got a lot planned, a lot of growing to do, and we will never sell out and hang off of a former player. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. You have my word. As the Men's Warehouse spokesman used to say, I guarantee it. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself. The Lions aren't on their way. They're already here.